Good evening, everyone. This is Stephanie from Steph's Tarot Interpretations. Been a little while, about a week, I'm sorry. Been a little busy, but a lot of stuff going on. Don Jr.'s texts to Mark Meadows. I wonder if they're going to find whether he's responded to any of Don Jr.'s texts or Ginny Thomas's, but tonight I wanted to see, I thought it was curious, and I thought it was thrilling too, that Liz Cheney actually came out, excuse me, and stated that they have enough evidence, that she feels that the committee has enough evidence to support criminal charges being drawn up against Donald Trump. But I'm curious as far as the timing, because they're not really ready. They're still working on things. So maybe they're just working to get all the kinks out. I'm assuming that there's still people that they have to interview. But I was curious about the timing. And I haven't seen anything published where anybody from the committee is upset with her saying anything about that. It sounds like they're all kind of on the same page, like, yep, he's in trouble, or we've got some stuff on him, and we think we have what we need in order to get some criminal charges placed against him. So what I want to see is, why did she make the announcement? Why not wait for all of a sudden, like, boom, make the announcement as we're charging him and, I don't know, bringing him to jail or whatever, or taking his passport or whatever, making sure he doesn't run. I'm curious. I'm really curious. Is it because maybe people are feeling or wondering, what's taking so long? Especially, well, one of the people that are serving on the committee, I forget the representative's name, but she had mentioned out loud that if DOJ did their job, it would help them do their job too. So I don't know. It's all quite interesting, but I know everybody's been waiting, like, okay, when's it going to happen? And I've said it many, many times before on my other videos that I get it. They want it airtight, nothing that could be questioned, because this is big stuff, and it's just irritating and aggravating for me, and I'm sure the majority that are watching me, and I want to say the majority of the people in general feel like, when are we going to get him off the streets, not allowing him to live the good life? Everybody that's been part of the January 6th invasion or insurrection, let's start seeing some action now. So I want to ask right now, why did Liz Cheney drop the bomb about Donald Trump's potential criminal charges? Why did she come out now to say something about Donald Trump's potential criminal charges being filed? Why did she come out and ask to announce to the public that there was a good chance, or not a good chance, but they had enough evidence where they could pursue criminal charges against him for the January 6th insurrection? Why did she do it now? What was the reasoning for that? Okay, Hope everybody's been doing well. And so glad it's spring now, although the weather's been doing its own little thing. Well, the rest of the week here, it's going to get warmer and into the 70s. So I'm looking forward to that. So, okay, for the first card, as to why Liz Cheney decided to announce that they had enough in the past, enough information to file criminal charge or several criminal charges against Donald Trump. Now, right now, what we have right now is the Five of Wands, and that's means gamemanship and not horseplay. It's like a competition. It could mean just friendly competition or just horseplay, fooling around, like any kind of game or like karate or whatever. Which, you know what, in a way, although what happened on January 6th really wasn't horseplay. That was, in my opinion, this is my opinion only, this is for entertainment purposes only, that wasn't horseplay. It was a coup, and it was something that was planned. And the Five of Swords is kind of like a planned like competition, okay? There might be mixed emotions at the end of it too, like bruised egos and things after a Five of Swords contest or amongst friends or potential foes or whatever. Or like having a neighborhood or a township or a town softball team playing against another, and there could be some bad feelings, bad words and whatever being thrown around too. But those are planned. Those are planned sporting events, and this is almost like a planned sporting event. And the sporting was to take down the sport of that day was to take down democracy, was to take out, was to stall the election process, to discontinue it, to disrupt it, to divert it back to Donald Trump winning in whatever way they can. This was planned, and this is showing all these people also fighting or competing with each other too, and it looks chaotic, and that's exactly what January 6th was. It was chaos. It was absolute chaos, but it was planned chaos. So to me, this card is very appropriate for that day. Get that, you guys can see it. Now the present card, okay, we have the High Priestess. That is Liz Cheney. That is a woman. This is about intuition. This is about secrets and inner knowing. Not necessarily a goddess, but someone of pure wisdom and inner knowing, and waiting for the right moment to make the announcement. And that's exactly what Liz Cheney, she waited for the right opportunity, and I don't know what that opportunity is, other than maybe to expose the truth. She knows what the truth is. She knows it. She can't go any further right now because they haven't filed any charges yet. But the High Priestess knows, is all knowing. She knows good and bad, right or wrong. Knows what's going on behind the scenes. Has the whether it's she knows it from reading it. She knows it from being psychic, knowing it intuitively. But she's also a sign of something big to come. And this is a perfect card for Liz Cheney. And she strategically announced this now for some specific reason. And the only thing I was thinking about it as I was shuffling and also talking to you, I'm wondering if she's put the word out before they set up, they announced the charges, because I can't imagine that they're not going to, and they're not going to just say that and then and not do it. That their reputation would be totally in the toilet, and all of them will be in a lot of trouble within not only the citizens of the United States, but like within Congress themselves and everything. Because that anybody that's working on the committee I'm sure that they're looking behind their back, because there's malevolent people out there waiting to do something. I feel it. They're kind of in a dangerous, precarious situation for trying to find out exactly who was behind all this and what was behind all this and how deep it went to. And it might go too deep. You might find out too much. They might have already found out too much, but they're not going to say. And there might be some people, like Russian oligarchs, Putin, all different kinds of people that just might not want them to really know what's going on and get too close to them. But Liz Cheney strategically announced this, and I'm thinking that it has to do with, she's making her, it's like last call for alcohol. Not really, but last call for any of those that are wavering or sitting on the sideline saying, should I testify, or am I just going to ignore the subpoenas? Because they finally I forget the two people that did not appear before the court, and they were condemned for doing so. And so whatever the next step is going to be, but I'm just wondering if she's just saying, okay, we have some charges, we already have enough to charge Trump from what we can see. But what she didn't say is that they probably have a lot of other stuff on other people. Don Jr. is a great example now, because Lordy, there are texts, and 2 days after the election, talking about reversing the counts and doing everything that they possibly can to reverse it. And oh my God, what a gift. So I'm wondering if she's just giving that one more warning, okay, we're only going to give you a little bit more time to make up your mind to do the right thing, or we're coming after you. So in the future, let's see what the future holds. Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles, which means wealth and affluence and comfort. And which also means a lot of people that are, anybody that's pro-Trump or that's been part of Trump, they've made money with him, with his support. Dark money. And this is comfort. And she's holding a falcon. And she doesn't need anything. And it's coming to the, okay, and the 9 is also symbol that you're just at the end of a certain cycle or period. You made it. You're there. You're just about there. You're coming down the home stretch, and the next one will be the 10 of Pentacles, where everything's fine with the world. You're everything's golden, and that's the total end of the cycle. So so the 9 of Pentacles, they have enough. They have a lot of information. And I can say this is probably Liz Cheney again. She's like, yep, we got a lot of stuff. We have an awful lot of stuff that we've sifted through, reviewed, and they probably have a lot more to go through, because that's one of the reasons why they said they're not ready yet to make any charges, but they've got a wealth of information, and that's what the 9 symbolizes: wealth, comfort. You've come through. You made it from Ace of Coins, from the very beginning of the cycle, all the new possibilities, all the way through the 5 of Pentacles or coins, where you're out in the cold and you're you're going through changes, and you're seeking out you're with a person, you're with somebody, but you're going through a difficult time, but you're getting through that point. To the 6 of Coins, which is balance, giving and receiving, being charitable, but also balancing the give and take of your money, and learning how to use it correctly. So yeah, they have a lot of information, and they have a lot that they're going to be charging Trump with, and I'm going to say people with. Trump is not the only person that's going to be charged. So the clarifiers for what I've read so far. Okay, so we have 3 of Pentacles. Lots of coins, lots of money. That go figure. There's a lot of people working together. Everybody's working together. The whole committee is working together. 3 can symbolize 3 different people, companies, whatever, sources that are all working together to get a job done. And that could be the committee, that could be the DOJ. Merrick Garland, who is part of the DOJ, he's over the DOJ. Maybe even Letitia Brown in New York. Maybe that Manhattan DA is truly working on. Maybe he got enough flack and static from people saying, you better start, you better keep up on that investigation. But yeah, and that would kind of make sense too. There's a lot of people working from all different angles. 3 main branches. You have the January 6th, you have the DOJ, and then you have the local authorities within New York State investigating him. So there's people all working together, getting information, and it's all going to help with the January 6th committee, and then anything else that comes down the road. So clarifier number 2, the 10 of Coins. Okay, so yeah, what this is the end of the cycle. You have the husband and wife, or the 2 lovers, or it's probably the husband and wife, and there's their child, and here's the dogs, and they're looking at this old man who's more a spirit than an actual person. The man and wife have only eyes for each other, but there's wealth, there's comfort, there's happiness. They have what they need. They have everything that they need. And the Spirit is guiding them. The Spirit is guiding them to what, and the dogs are very happy too. The Spirit is guiding them, and all of it is coming together. This part of the cycle is going to be coming to the end. The investigative cycle is going to be coming to the end soon because they have enough information to criminally charge Donald Trump and whomever else. And I hope it's a lot of other people too. And phase 2 will be coming shortly, which would be the charges and then the actual processing and of the charges and the sentencing, not the sentencing, but the court appearances and so on and so forth. And lastly, boy, we have a lot of coins here, don't we? This is the Knight of Coins, and he's the bearer. The knights are the doers. They're the ones that they get the message from the page as far as what needs to be done. And then they go out and do it. Some are faster, like the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. They go charging ahead. Some were slower or more methodical, but it's a knight, and they're moving on with now not just the investigation, but with the whole procedure, with the procedures of the court cases and so on and so forth. And this coin represents the information, the case or cases that are being brought. He's presenting them. He's bringing them to court, and he's presenting them as far as presenting the case to the people, to the court, as far as why Donald Trump and others need to go to jail, whatever. This is what we would see after this. They're almost at the point where they'll have all the different pieces with them. They're still working on it. Liz Cheney has announced that they have enough information to bring charges, but there's a lot of information. That's what's being represented here with the 9 of Pentacles, but they're still working on it. According to the 3 Pentacles, there's still more information, more stuff that they're pulling together, and it's going to come to a head soon. They're going to have all the information that they need, that they're looking at. They're going to have all the pieces together, and then they'll be presenting it to the public, to Donald Trump's lawyers. If hopefully they like to just do things for free because he's not got the money to do it. And the case is going to be presented. And that's what this knight is doing. He's presenting the coin or the case to the people and to the jury. And that's the next step. So let me know what you think of my reading. Seems very promising. I had asked why she presented it now, and it kind of tells me that they're pretty darn close to making some charges and indictments. And I think that I just think it was also she said it now to provide a little faith in uh, the country that they're getting close. I also want to say too that I I think she is dropping a little hint, just saying like, if speak now or forever hold your peace. So, and we'll be coming to get you later. So let me know what you think. It was good to get back online again. I hope everyone again is doing well. Thank you to my new subscribers, and I'm glad that there are people that like what I'm putting out. There's so many different readers and so many great readers and psychics out there too, and I'm just totally amazed by their abilities. And I've always found astrology and tarot very fascinating, and occult cards, oracle cards, very fascinating. And I enjoy doing this. So, again, let me know what you think, and I will talk to you sooner rather than later. Thank you.